Hi, hello. Well, if you're not already a subscriber, if you're not already a part of this channel, please make sure you pause this video for a while. Go down in the description. Please make sure that you subscribe. Turn on your post notification on so that you're alerted whenever I'm posting out a new video. Hopefully, there are more giveaways to come, not only for you but for the people outside the internet community, the YouTube community, and hopefully we can do great things together. Okay, so some of you made the request to get the Nintendo Switch. To be honest, I've never played the game. No idea what that is. But let's find it out. I think I will find it in Amazon France. Let's see what do we have here. Sorry, my internet is a little bit slow. What I'm looking for is Nintendo. I don't even know how to spell that. I'm looking for Nintendo Switch, not a sticker. There we go. Something Nintendo Switch. Okay. English, yes. So what do we have here? Perfect. I don't know what these are. I'm gonna translate them into English just for everybody to understand. Why is it unavailable? Gray color. Actually, gray is one of my favorite ones, to be honest. Okay, so we have neon, we have clay, but you know what? Why 459, 460 euro? Okay. Actually, more on this point of view. So most of these are unavailable for some reason. Okay, no worries. Okay. So there's only one or two available. 558 and yes. Okay, so just to be sure, let's try it. Amazon Dutch as well. That's the German Amazon, by the way. Sometimes, to be honest, services are better in German Amazon. It's Switch. Okay, bestseller. Okay, so well, I'm just gonna buy it from there. Look at that. It's. Please tell me it's available. Oh no. Okay, you know what? No worries. I'm just gonna buy two of them or one of them. I don't know, whichever is available. Well, it depends. If they have two available, then I'm just gonna get two of them. Okay, never mind. So there's see all buying options. No problem. I just want to get two with free delivery. I don't want to pay anything extra for delivery, please. Well, this looks okay. I mean, no delivery charges. The ratings are 100% positive. Sounds good. Okay, so I'm gonna go in this one because I want to buy more than one. Where's the quantity? Where is the quantity? Okay, add to basket, but I want more than one. Only two left, and I'm going to get both of them. Aha. The seller has a limit of one per customer. Motherfucker. Why? Dude. Fuck. Man. This is just making my life more difficult. You know, like it's so annoying. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna find another one. This looks okay. Gray color. Yeah, it's the same shit, bro. Like, I mean, come on. %100% positive. A little bit exempt. Great. So now one for each. Only two left. Only one left. So only one left for the gray color. I'm gonna get that one, and I have only two left, and I cannot make this two simply because there is a limit from the seller side.
One eternity later.
Alright, morning everyone. It's about 2 or 3 days. I finally got the package, so now it's time to open it up and see what do I have inside it. Hopefully I've got everything in good shape. Hopefully there are no damages. I'm gonna quickly get the package for you guys. So what we have here is this huge box from Amazon. I don't know why, for some reason it's packed so aggressively. I don't really know where it's shipping from. Okay, so I think I bought it from Italy. Well, that's good. Alright, so in order to open this package, I need to find a pair of scissors or a knife. What do I have? Let's see, what do I have? There we go. Okay, so there we go. Found a knife. Oops. I hope I haven't broken it up. Well, let's take it a little bit easy this way, alright? Okay, so I'm gonna open it in a little bit more organized manner. Okay, so to be honest, I cannot even understand how to open this package the way they have packed it. Alright, so let's try it in a nice, gentle way. Come on now. Okay. Just open. To be honest, I'm not really a big fan of unboxing things. For me, I just want to get the device and see what's inside the box. By the way, I used this Amazon Prime service this time, so the delivery was really quick. I don't know if you guys are using too much of this. If you guys are using Amazon too often, then I think it's useful to get it. I personally like it quite well, so alright. So as I could see, there are I will need to stand up to show you guys what's inside it. So I have these two packages. To be honest, I like the packing of it. There we go, one and another one. Okay, so initially I was thinking that I would send it out in this sealed package, but I think I will need to open them up eventually because I have no idea which one is which. So I think I ordered one in gray color and another one in blue and red. I'm not really sure. Once again, I'm not really familiar with the specifications or how does it actually work. I've never played it, so I would not be the best person to walk you through the process. I think there are a lot of other videos that are available to show you how it works. But just to begin with, come on, how's this even count? There we go. So I want to open it up in the neatest way possible so that I can send it to you guys in the same way. So I just noticed that there's a bit of a sealing at the very top of it. I think I need a pair of scissors. It's getting a little bit complicated. Okay, so this one is a blue and red. I don't know what's the official name of it, but that's one of them. And the second one I'm surprised it's so complicated to open. I think I'm just gonna cut it. Alright, so we don't need that. Okay, so here's another box. That's in gray color. Maybe this was me, I don't know. But I think later on I might open it just to check if it's damaged. If it is damaged, I'm gonna get you guys a new one. And if not, then I think this should probably work. So these are the two Nintendo Switch that I've got with me. I'm gonna go into a little bit more details, talk about some specifications about this as well, just in a few minutes. But yeah, to be honest, I don't really know, but I will look through the descriptions and I'll let you guys know. Okay, so let's have a first look at this Nintendo Switch. Now, this is some sort of combination between a game console and a portable. It is a lot of moving parts which is coming in and going out of this device, which includes a package which allows you to really do a lot of different things with this console, which makes it one of the most compelling new systems we have seen in a long time. Now, at launch, there are two different colors, as you can see. I think you can usually pick one of these, but so we have neon with the multicolored Joy-Cons or just the classic gray. Now, of course, I got both of them for you guys, so we will take a quick look at the differences in this video, and both of them are going for a giveaway, but to individual people. It will not be going to the same person, if that makes any sense. So getting into these boxes, the first thing we will see here is when we pop up the lid, there are some instructions along the side. Pretty basic. They just want you to charge it up, make sure that it's 100% charged, and make sure that it's ready to go. So lifting up the lid, the first thing we will see here is the 6.2-inch tablet / console, whatever you might want to call it, on the right, and two Joy-Cons. Obviously, with the neon version, we have these two colors, but if you get the gray version, of course, they're just going to be gray, and that's the only difference in the packages that you're going to see from the outside. So it's a very compact tablet, if I may say about that, and it's actually in a plastic bag which slides right off. So we're going to take a closer look at the console in just a moment. Getting to the Joy-Cons, again, they're just little plastic bags that they fall right out. So once we get into the top tray out, I think once we get that out of the way, in the bottom of the box, there's a ton of accessories, including the HDMI cable, which is great, so you can connect it to your TV right away. Of course, it doesn't require a lot of adjustments, and obviously we also need to get our power supply. So now the interesting thing here is that it's actually using a USB Type-C connector. Of course, there's a lot of batteries to charge, both in Joy-Cons and within the tablet itself. Unfortunately, it's not really a fast charger. I mean, I don't know if that's what you were hoping for. So it does take a while to charge the entire system from an absolute zero. Also includes here in the Joy-Con is the grip of it. So it basically turns the Joy-Cons into the sort of a classic gamepad, and Joy-Cons just slots in right into the place, so you're ready to use it right away. I think it's not super complicated, which makes it a perfect combination. But overall, it does feel like it's a very comfortable gamepad. It's got a nice wide grip for your hands, and of course, all these buttons are roughly in the same location. So you might see in the classic box, Xbox and the PS4 gamepad. Of course, there's even more accessories in the box, including the Joy-Cons straps. So they slide right on the sides and give you this hand straps that allows you to connect to your wrist, and that doesn't fly out of your hands basically once you're in this intense gaming mood. but also it gives you additional buttons and controls which effectively turns these into dual controllers for multiplayers. Now these hand straps are adjustable and they feel quality, and they do include a nice glass that keeps it in place. So I think it makes a perfect combination in that sense. But there's also a release mechanism, which helps you, like if you want to change out these straps, then you absolutely can. And lastly, in addition to some brief paperwork, we do get the dock itself, which is wrapped into a lot of plastic and bubble wrap. So the dock itself is very simple. It's mostly plastic, I think, and it's very lightweight and compact. I'm not going to open it just so that I can give it to you guys to have it first-hand experience. But one thing to have a look closely at the inside is that you will find the USB Type-C connector surrounded by a bunch of guides that helps you a lot in terms of the putting the tablet into the place. So this helps you to line up the console in a very neat way when you're connecting it. So now the hidden behind the door is our cable management and all the connectors basically, yeah. So we will find our AC adapters, USB and HDMI output. All of that is combined together in this let's say box right here, yeah. So, but also on the outside of it, you can also see more easily accessible, or let's say USB Type A connectors for connecting other accessories. So really what makes this system so unique is the Joy controllers design. So these are removable and independent controllers as well, which amount to either to the side of the tablet or to other accessories, or can be used independently. I think this really gives you three genre gaming types for the handheld, portable, or the standard gamepad, to the Nintendo Wii style remote controller, I think, that uses motion capture and senses. So each one of has their own internal batteries and radios. We also have the vibration motors, so it works perfectly in combination together. There are a few features within the right Joy-Con that the left Joy doesn't really have, as in the NFC reader, for example. So you can transfer information from right Joy-Con. Well, basically you can transfer, for example, certain data or the Joy-Con controller, and it has an infrared camera at the bottom of it, which is used to motion capture as well. So now if you look into the inside ledge of the Joy-Con, you will see that some LED indicators and a pairing button. So basically this tells us currently pairing status of the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons do have some electrical connection, which are actually kind of hard to use, but they're hidden at the bottom edge. So when they slot into place, they make the connection for recharging the battery and preparing the device as well. So console itself is basically just 6.2-inch tablet, so we can basically have a resolution of 720p, which certainly isn't sharp, but based on today's standard and based on given the portability of the device, I think it's ideal for mobile gaming. I think it prioritizes the battery life, of course, and the speed over high resolution, and the display looks pretty decent, I would say. It's an LCD IPS panel, so we have good off-axis viewing. It is very bright and colorful with good contrast. Now, it shouldn't come as any surprise here that the display is actually covered in plastics rather than glass. Of course, the mobile gaming systems that's used by family members, you don't want to shatter this when you drop it, so it makes it a little bit more durable. But it's more prone to having scratches, I would say. So I think for that you can simply buy a screen protector, and I think that will keep your device safe. So you're going to run into some scratches issues based on my experience, I would say, unless you cover it with some sort of like really good screen protectors that keeps you out of your pocket and keys. I would say usually it costs about £5 or €5. It's not too expensive. The other issue here is that the display is very reflective. You're going to see a lot of more glare onto this panel, so you may not have the best system to take outdoor. And there's also an air gap, for example, between the LCD and the front panel, again for the durability, I would say, but it does mean that there is more light refraction, which reduces the quality and the display. And of course, other issue would be the plastic panel, that it does like to pick up fingerprints, I would say, and are harder to wipe off, because there isn't that oleophobic coating, which is usually on top of the glass displays now. So there's quite a bit built in here, so I'm hoping that there would be a revised version of it in the future. So this is powered by NVIDIA Customs, the Tegra processors, along with the 32 gigs of onboard storage, which you can of course expand thanks to the micro SD card slots that is hidden behind the kickstand. That means that you can add up to 2 terabytes of additional storage. Of course, that doesn't come with this giveaway, but obviously you can buy it separately on Amazon or eBay, depends what you're more familiar with. Now, there has been a lot of fuss about this kickstand. I would say the fact that it comes off kind of easily and it isn't very stable, but I like how it's designed overall. It's really to deploy, and it covers the micro SD card slot. I think over time, a lot of people are going to lose this simply because it's pretty easy to snap off. Along the right and along the left edges, you will find those metal rails for connecting the Joy-Cons, and it does look quite well built, I would say. So there's a lot of metal, there's a lot of screws going on here, so it looks like it should stand the test time, and disconnecting and reconnecting these often. There's also a USB port towards the bottom of it, so you don't need to dock to recharge this. You can simply connect the USB cable directly. Along the top edge, we will find a very fluffy power button, the volume button. So they're not basically easy to trigger accidentally, but they are conveniently placed. Also towards the top, we will see a games card slot. Now these game cartridges come in these very large containers for the size. They're roughly the size of SD card, I would say, a full size SD card, I would say, but they are thicker, and of course they slot into the game card slot on the console. And the great thing here is that you don't have to waste space on the internal storage, and you can easily take the card to other devices without having to re-download the entire game, which is I think it's a big takeaway. Now, this tablet does not have this tablet actually does have a built-in fan for cooling, but it seems to only run when it's connected to the TV running 1080p resolutions. So the native 720 doesn't seem to spin up the fans like it does your connector with the TV. The fan is otherwise very quiet. It certainly isn't intrusive, I would say. We also get a set of front-facing stereo speakers, which are basically etched into the bezel of the front console, the front panel basically, which also exhaust into the back, which delivers a much more immersive and a fuller sound. It definitely is very effective. It's a really good sounding system when it comes to battery life. Of course, it varies depending on the game you're playing, so you should see about 2.5 hours to 6 hours of game time depending on the graphic requirements of that specific game. So I would say, for example, if you're playing some heavy-duty game, I think it should last about 3 hours. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, we have a fairly modest battery in here. I would say it's about 4,310 milliamp hours. I think that's not much bigger than a smartphone battery, which can hover around 3,500 milliamp hours. So when it comes to using this with the TV, it really couldn't be any simpler, I would say. Once the dock is connected to your TV, all you have to do is to drop the console into the slot and make the connection automatically. And if the console is powered, then I think this will transfer whatever is on the smallest screen onto the big screen instantly. It will even power on the TV if you have that configured in here. So once that's docked, you can simply go ahead and remove the Joy-Cons and continue using the console from a distance right onto your 1080p TV. Of course, this also works in a reverse. All you have to do is to reconnect Joy-Cons, remove the gamepad, and the game that was on the screen connects right back onto the small screen, so nothing is interrupted at all. Now, to power this off, you simply have to put this into the sleep mode. All you have to do is to hit the power button and it switches off everything. Of course, with a higher resolution display, definitely it looks like much better versus the smaller 720p screen, but it did run into some performance issues when gaming onto the big screen. So sometimes you will see some sort of hesitation or frame dropping, but for the most part it's not a big concern at this point. There may be software updates that improves this over time, and I think Joy-Cons work fantastically, and overall the graphics do look great on the big screen, but they won't challenge something like PS4 and Xbox. So just to walk you through the device, one of the greatest things I could see here, just very noticeable I would say, is the Joy-Cons itself. When they connect, you will see a little animation here that corresponds with the color of the Joy-Con. So in that case, in this case you will see the neon red color. And again, I used the button along the back to release it and slide it back to the place. You get a little sound effect now. You just want to make sure that it clicks and all the way. There's also a little snapping sound that doesn't necessarily correlate to the device of the device itself, I would say. So you want to make sure that it's fully engaged. Now, when it comes to unlocking this device, first you have to press power button to wake it up. So when basically you have to hit any one of these buttons 3 times. Some of these actually unique, have a unique sound effect, so I think it will take a little bit of time for you to set it up, but you can also quickly jump into the account by double tapping on one of these icons that you're going to see on these screens. So basically it will show you the account list, the friend list, and of course much of this is going on because you simply have to join into this. We also have our battery status, so you can tap on that to see the percentage. We have our Wi-Fi indicator, as well as the date and the time. We also have our option down here, so that's all for the news. So you can actually double tap it on to bring up the news, so we can go back. We also have our store, so there's this is where you can simply buy the games and you do not have to buy the cartridges. You can go ahead and log in with basically your account and buy games directly into the Nintendo store. I'm sure once you start it up, you will see the animation that loads into the game store. There's a lot of sound effects throughout the system, which are actually quite nice, I would say. So we can see some of the recent releases, which fills up all the page. So there's not a lot going on, I would say, right now, but you can see that there will be some latest games that are popping up. And yeah, it's simply choice of the user of what kind of games they want to load and upload it to the SD card as well. Now you can see everything is really fast throughout the system. So what can you do with these images? I would say the images that you see on the side of it. So what you can do is basically you can simply bring one up and you simply have a lot of editing options, text, and copy these images as well. So there's really a lot of things that you can do with it. So but when it comes to the settings, we have quite a few things to take a look at there. So of course we do have an airflow in mode, because I think this is because of the wireless device. So if you want to activate it, you go right away and you can turn it on or off. We also have our system brightness. It does include auto brightness as well, which you can turn on and off. There's a sensor right somewhere on this device, I think, which is very visible. I'm sure you would notice it once you see the device in your hands. So this helps adjust the screen automatically. Now, if you want to turn off the requirement, for example, triple pressing of the button to unlock the device, you can actually turn this off under settings as well. So yeah, I think that makes a perfect sense. We also have the calibration, so you can calibrate your device as well in terms of the TV settings. So you can change the TV resolutions from 480p to 720p to 1080p. So you have quite a few options here, but it just leaves on to have an automatic settings, I would say. The RGB range, I would say, also vary automatically to full range to limited range. I would say you can adjust the screen, the size, and you will also have to use your TV to calibrate with that. We also have the screen burn in reduction, so it basically dims the TV to prevent any damages to the TV when the game is left in pause for an extended period. I would say we can match the TV power state. So if the TV compatible with this, I think it will automatically turn on when the console turns on and off. When the console turns off, I would say mainly, and then we have our TV sound option, so we can also have like a surround sound, stereo, or the mono, whichever you like. Under this system, this is where we have quite a few options we want to know more about. One of them is basically console battery. So if you want to see the percentage of the battery, you just have to simply go onto the home screen, and all you have to do is to click on. It's off by default, but then you will just need to set it up here. So basically, if you have to tap that anymore, now basically you have to tap and hold onto the home key button. I would say no matter where you are in the system, that brings up the battery status, the date and the time, as well as the brightness controllers. So I think you're within the game, just tap and hold here. That brings you the right set of interface that you need to have on your console. So in the end, it's really hard to tell exactly how is it going to turn out in the end. There's a lot of tools here. There are a lot of game developers to develop the games. They're really impressed by this, but unfortunately those games they're not here yet, so you might need to wait for some time to have more evolving game and to be able to invest your time and money into this. But I think for now, in this case, I think Nintendo Switch is a really good polished product for now. It's one of the greatest products I've seen in terms of having a mobile device. It's quite a good bargain, I would say, for everything that you get in this box right here. So yeah, I really hope that one of you guys get this as soon as possible, and I hope that you really enjoy playing Nintendo Switch. So if you did like this video, please make sure, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Yeah.